Yeah, greetings, my dear brother and sister. How are you doing? I give God all the thanks and praise for another opportunity like this to share and interact together. Um, for our viewing today, we need to discuss one word, and that word is capacity. Capacity. Capacity is very, very important in life, and it's a capital for human resource or resources management. In every form of human resources and human relationship, we need capacity. Capacity has something to do with resourcefulness. Has It's all about ability, amount, power, or volume as to what one can do based on his experience and as to what understanding one has. Okay, so capacity has to do with one's ability, his or her amount of power or volume of power and ability that the one has with regards to what he or she can do, with regards to his or her experiences, and his or her understanding of any subject or any concept, his or her ability to deliver. It has to do with delivery. And so it's necessary that anyone who is alive and who is in a time like this considers his or her capacity. Recently, a former World Bank managing director and Nigeria's former finance minister and coordinating minister of economy, Professor Mrs. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, was appointed World Health Organization's special envoy for the newly inaugurated access to COVID-19 tools or tools accelerator. This particular appointment from World Health Organizations happens to be the fourth international assignment given to Professor Mrs. Okonjo Ngozi Iweala in less than 2 months. And that has to do a lot with her capacity. If she doesn't have that capacity, she wouldn't have the privilege of such appointments in less than 2 months. She had 4 consecutive great and powerful appointments. So capacity counts. Capacity is very, very important. Capacity could be built, capacity could be boosted and developed over time. Capacity is built, developed, and boosted over time. Some individuals are endowed with maximum capacity. There are some who are endowed with minimal capacity. Maximum capacity makes one a strategic solution provider. It also makes one to be in high demand and places high premium on a person, whereby such a person becomes quite essential and expensive. Capacity distinguishes. Capacity counts. It arrogates a level of relevance and importance on a person. That person is in demand. Genesis chapter 40 and 41 tells us of how Joseph interpreted dreams right from the prison to the king's palace. He became resourceful. He interpreted dreams as it concerned his contemporaries and colleagues, and also to the king as it concerned the king of Egypt. He was resourceful to the low and resourceful to the high and mighty. Hence, his capacity was discovered. Joseph's capacity was discovered, and the authority, the duty and responsibility of managing Egypt's economy during famine, recession, and economic meltdown was vested on him. It was discovered that he had the capacity. So that responsibility, that duty, and that assignment was vested on him to manage the economy of Egypt because he had the capacity. Again, in the scriptures, Daniel chapter 2, we see how Daniel interpreted the dreams of the troubled king Nebuchadnezzar. And because he did, by divine help, based on his capacity, he was also placed in charge of affairs in Babylon. Because he was in charge, his brothers had access to fortunes of Babylon. Babylonian fortunes were made available to them. With the recent turning and twisting around the world, or twisting and turning of the scheme of things in the world, it is necessary that one notes that capacity counts. For anyone to find his feet and gain ground in the current trend of events, the person's capacity will be considered. The person's capacity will be looked into. And therefore, one at a time like this needs to build and boost, develop his or her capacity, so that such a person remains relevant and important. Otherwise, the looming retrenchment may come upon a person who lacks capacity. And anyone who lacks capacity will not go far. His or her level of delivery will be highly minimal. It will take capacity and relevance to survive and scale through the shaking that is ongoing, the ongoing shakings all over the world. Therefore, you need to build your capacity. This is strategy and capacity development class part 1. Strategy and capacity development class part 1, coming your way from Venerable Izuchukwu Benjamin Obiekwe. I will meet with you again as we address more issues on capacity. God bless you.